you as a realtor that is not an agent should know what to say when a client asks you about, you people have lots of property here, Grace Prestige, suppose so many properties scattered here, Comfort, so many properties scattered here. So how do you evaluate these properties? How do you inspect it? How do you sell it with confidence? If I ask you to sell this property to me, who can sell this property to me? Sports Island Estate Phase 1. Who can sell this property to me? Let's start from there. How many of us have gone here? How many persons have been here? How many? You've not taken them to site? Okay, which one have you taken them to? Let's know. Where's Peace? Peace Press. Wait now. Wait, I want to see. Majority of us have gone to which of the estates? Hosanna Estate. So 12. Okay. So this is Hosanna, the bungalow, the buildings. Okay, so who can market this Hosanna to me? Who can market by the virtue of inspection? You've been there, Abby.
The way I can just market this land for you. Personally.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Ebun Kama. First of all, if I meet you, I will greet you. Number one, I will try to maybe check, picture you.
Whether I reach level to buy.
No, it's not rich. The type of land where you likes.
Okay.
Whether maybe you want to build your land where you can just enter.
Okay.
Maybe land.
So how are you going to know whether I like the type of land I like?
By the time me and two of us are doing discussion, but then I will tell you, sir, I have a land 7.7. You say, what? By the time you listen to me,
Okay.
but I will know that you are interested of that land.
Okay.
Then I can know, come here to you, then explain everything to you for that land.
Okay.
But once I meet you, you don't go show. I will try to show that this land is but by that. But there's somebody will be. And once I tell you that if you don't, by the time you go, you can let if you maybe if you have my land, you still come back for the land.
Okay, that's I like one thing I encourage people is to be bold. I like your boldness. Okay, give him.
For me, I will sell the property based on the potential of the property.
You just met somebody, you're trying to tell the person potential.
The property. No, you ask, how do I sell the property to a client?
Yeah.
So I assume that the client is in a position to buy the property, the Hosanna estate.
Okay.
Yeah, that's starting from that angle.
Let me bring it down. Just let's say you assume that the client is interested to buy the property. Some persons can be in position to buy property, but they are not interested to buy that property or even buy in that location. Do you understand? It's a two different grammar, isn't it?
Yes.
People can be in position by financial capacity, isn't it?
Yes.
Or what we call human capital. I am like the person that can buy the property. So first of all, you know if the person is interested or if the person has someone who he can woo to buy. Anyone can receive a listing, like a proper agent can receive a listing. Up, wag. You know the language of agents. That is listing, isn't it? And most times, those people need to they don't even know where the property is located. Or before you know it, the line is endless, isn't it? So for you that is a professional realtor, you should know it's not anyone can take pictures, post prices on WhatsApp status, or claim a property is going up in value. So they understand these things. They understand all these things. But questions professionals should ask: what you should know as a professional, what is important you should know as a professional. So I say anyone can have listings, anyone can do other things, anyone can have all those things. Anyone can go to a place. Someone called me, came to my office and said, Onoche, I have a property. I want you to come and do those things you used to do, bring your drone, fly it. And so I was not asking the person, give me the documents that I can use to go for search so that I know that this property, first of all, is free from wahala. Then I will also want to know the root title of this property. How do I trace the root title? And the person looked at me, and sent me a document that was tipped. Document AGTPS. Bacha. I was like, this woman don't see me finish. Oh. Because you cannot expect me to sell a land and you give me a document and there is tippets on it. You know, it doesn't make sense. Is it not fraud? So if that property is actually brought to a regular maybe agent on the street, they will mark it. They don't even understand what it means to go for research, go for search, check out this property. So that is why anybody that have camera, anybody that know how to talk very well, that can convince people, the person can receive listings, pictures, everything, and do all those things, all those shenanigans that are being done around it. But they can't do what you're going to do after this class. So questions a professional realtor should ask. One is what? One is worth. Two is worth. Three is what? Four. Four is what? Say it loud. Risks. Real estate is AKA risks. Risks and return on investment. That is the ROI you're seeing here. Real estate is what? Risks. Say it with your chest. No, say it the way I say. Real estate is risks. Real estate is AKA risks. Risks in a capital letter. Why? Because the government owns the land, owns the whole, anything you want to call it, by the virtue of the 1978 Land Act use. They own virtually everything. So you can sell a property that is purely genuine today, and something called overriding government interest will come, and the government will tell you to shift. So they will now call you Sina Agent Tabo. That is why you need to do your due diligence properly before selling on. So I said it is risks, and so you're supposed to ask the risks and the return on investment. There's something I personally coined out. I call it secondary risks in real estate, primary risks in real estate, and tertiary risks in real estate. So fit and evidence. Fit and evidence. You should ask of the fit and worth and the evidence. So when I say value, you're supposed to know, why is this property valuable and what is the drive? Value can also be traced to developer itself. What the developer had been able to give over the years, or the antecedent of the developer, or let's say the character of the developer. Is it somebody that sells just land and allow it bare, or is it somebody that sells and want to develop the land? Even if the person do not want to do major infrastructure, at least can the person clear it? Can the person create access road, what is called parcellations and everything? Can those things be done in that area? Do you understand? These are the things that drive value. So the Lego says who owns it and what title does it have. Just like I asked you, I know why I told you to sell for me so that you understand it very well. So the title now, you said it has a C of O. Now, do you know the C of O that place have? You know, when they present C of O to us, all of us are excited, C of O, C of O. Do you know if the C of O permits building to be erected there? So that is it. So when you're asking of the title, you should know this title is C of O. C of O of what? Is it C of O for, what's it called, buildings and commercial? Is it agricultural C of O? Is it industrial C of O? Is it what again? What others? Yes, residential and commercial CFO. What is the industrial? The majority of eminent industrial areas has the industrial CFO, and they do not permit to build a house that people should live in. It's just that in real estate there is something called government speculation, developers activity, and C. Somebody should give me what C means. Corruption. Yeah. Corruption is part of real estate. Sorry. You people want to learn, Abi? Yes. And you want me to teach freely, Abi? Yes. I will tell you some of these things. You have to know them. There's something called government speculation, developers' activities, and corruption. That is why people will go and build in industrial area and they will allow the building. And the capital territory will give them building approval to build. You see it? That is it. So I said, who owns it? As a realtor, as a real estate personnel or a real estate advisor, anything, it is important to understand the root title of the property you're selling if you want to go far. Except open nature in Mecharo now. Like in Mecharo, Epotapo in Mecharo, they got that. But for some of us that are fully inside it and that have a number of followings online and trying to pull up some things for ourselves, we are very careful of the property we sell, and we ask questions around the ownership. If it is a parent ownership, like parent ownership of ndị n'ike nwe ebe a, ndị oguyi n'ike nwe ya, ka ndị idem n'ike nwe ya, ka ndị ebe agwa n'ike nwe ya. Abịakwanụ na ebe agwa n'ike, ka ndị bụ ndị na-ere ebe. They are the parent ownership. So if it has migrated from their hand to a first, just like Hosanna Estate is on a third selling. That is why when they want to give you, they give you deeds of sublease. So it's important you know who owns it and if the person also have the right to sell. Is it clear? Some persons claim ownership without having the right to sell. Are you getting it? Are you getting me? It's like I'm speaking Greek. So, location. Just like you said something about the futures, you can say Elim Estate is there. If somebody hear Elim Estate and hear NDCC, the person will be wow. Or the person hear Network Estate Phase 1. The person is excited that they are other estates surrounding that location. So be honest. Try if you know these things. So the risks involved. Know the risks involved in your what you're selling. Just like I say, real estate is AKA risks. But you know the risks you can be able to handle, the risks involved. Don't go and sell and resell and resell. That place, you are now a thief. And if they catch you, they will treat you like what? A thief. They will treat you like a thief. So understand the return on investment. There are some things we used to speculate returns of investment in a place. Not just by mom saying, as a realtor, you should know it. I mentioned the three of them. One thing is what? Developers activity. Say it. Developers what? Activity. What is developers activity? When I talk now. Okay, sir.
Okay. Or just a type that will buy and leave it like that.
All right, beautiful. That is one aspect. That is one aspect of it. So another one.
I think what the developer intends to do.
You're still saying the same thing you're saying. Okay.
Being lively, the place being lively.
Thank you. Developers' activity is not just based on one developer. Developers' activities means are people coming here? Are developers seeing this place as good options to come? How do you know? When you have multiple estates springing up in that location, that means they have heard, and they have heard the number B1, which is government speculation. Like the way Owo. How many of us know Owo? Owo. You know Owo? Did you say any land there? You have the land you bought. Where you bought? Why did you buy?
Because I know that place will be
What did they tell you that made you to buy? Not because you know.
One,
Eh.
because government is from there.
Uh-huh.
And I know that it must.
When the person that sold it to you, is he a realtor that sold it to you?
No.
Is a
It's just a community.
It's a community.
Yes.
Okay, but before then you already heard that never again.
Yeah.
What is that thing called? It is called government speculation. Now speculations can happen or it may not happen. Are you understanding me? It's speculation. It is not tentative. Is it clear? It may not happen. But what if it's happened and you didn't invest? You see, that is why I say real estate is AKA. That is why you enter. You quickly. So, but nevertheless, something is actually coming up in Owo. If you know Owo very well, I've entered there when it used to be this to this. But now it is now dual carriage road that connect to Ikem, connect to Benue, connect to Abuja Express. And the governor is trying to mechanize everything to make that place come up. Understanding property what? Intelligence. Collecting, verifying, interpreting, communicating relevant information before recommending the property. So I think I laid a very good foundation on this. So we are building on the block, so you should be understanding it. So property, what exactly are you? Location, where is it and what is happening? Documentation, what gives the seller the right to sell? Market, why should somebody buy it? So let's start from here. You know, the way you market a land banking property like comfort layout is not the way you market Sports Island. Do you understand? Yeah. So that is where this thing comes from. What exactly are you selling? So the way you also market house is different from the way you market land. Do you understand? All of them have two different spice ingredients. So if you know what you're selling, if you know if it is a land banking, okay, we are selling a land banking property. So whenever I make video around land banking property, I start telling stories. I'll be like, if you know you're in your 30s, I think this is a good investment for you in your 30s. So assuming this property now develop in the next 10 years or 15 years, and you should be around 40 years or 45 years of age. Some of your mates in that time that had this money you have and squander it on club will not be enjoying the level of return on investment you're. How many of us have Facebook page here? Do you post property there? Yes. How many of us have Instagram page? Do you post property there? How many of us have TikTok? Do you post property there? Oh, no, is it only you that have all this thing? I want to know. No, it's not. No, I want to know. Can I see your Instagram page or your Facebook page? Who again have? Your own is very active. Okay, sir. Let me see your own.
I don't used to have network.
You don't used to have network. Who used to have network here? Okay, open. Open. Your Facebook page. Ever when they post to? Okay, let me start this way. Let me reconstruct this thing. How do you market your product? Is it offline or online? Let me know so that I will not judge everybody the same. You market both. Beautiful. Okay, let me see. On WhatsApp, you're not serious yet, though. Okay, just started. All right, it's okay, but make an announcement on Facebook that you've started real estate. You can do a picture and post that I am now a real estate person. So if somebody come now, the person will understand that you are into real estate, at least. Yes, but you still have a lot of work to do.
Yes. I know we're learning.
Yes. Okay. All right, so what you're going to do is that you're going to update your profile, update this thing now. You get here that you're a real estate person ever. Yeah? Put all these things. Put real estate person, trusted real estate agent, your number one Enugu realtor. Are you hearing me? Do it though. You can even edit it now. So who again markets on Facebook? I like this. I like that you're doing education. Beautiful. Hey. You don't go far. This is good. Though you only have 18 followings yet, but you're doing the right thing. The property formula, the property intelligence formula says what?
Plus market, plus risk, equal intelligence.
Let's say it again. Property plus location plus title plus market plus risk equals to intelligent advice. Is it making sense to you? So you know the property, you know the location, you know the title, and you understand the dynamics of the market. Understand the dynamics of the market. Then understand the risks involved in what you're selling. You know, when I was telling people that real estate is risks, you think it's a joke. Real estate is risks, full stop. No sugarcoating. So that is why you choose your risks so that you know how to manage it. Do you understand? Do you understand it? Uh-huh. So understand the market. Markets. They say the real estate market is saturated. Abi? But when you carve a niche for yourself, you will be on top. There's this lady that markets real estate in Ibadan. That girl, she doesn't post nonsense. Madam landlady. Pia. If you see her content, will make you niche. So she has carved a niche for herself. You can carve a niche for yourself and speak Igbo. Eager sight. Open Oyibo bo the issue. Leave Oyibo. So Igbo. Let your niche be Igbo. I'm giving you scope now. Let your niche be what? Igbo. Thereby, yeah? If you have 100 sales, at least 70% sales, but diaspora people that bought it. Yeah? Are you understanding? You mandate diaspora? Yes. Abroad, yes. So when you have all these things, you give intelligent advice. Have you ever seen a small child that is very intelligent? Yeah? So what happened? And what happened when you're with that child? You're always happy to be with that because the guy communicates intelligently. So if someone wants to buy from you, the person is buying. Now there's something that happened to me. Let me give you something that made me lose a client early this year. So a client was asking me one question like that. I was so tired that day. So I carried the question and went at ChatGPT, put it there, say answer it. I'm giving you my flaws now, so you don't make some of those silly mistakes. So I didn't know that I didn't edit that in when I sent it to that client. I said, not ChatGPT with you. Say I'm tired. So I became vulnerable. I said, I'm tired. I just finished this, so I didn't even know what to say. I said, okay, we can talk. Once or chat here once. Now chat is here. I just told myself, you don't lose this one. No. Are you understanding it? So, but assuming I did not make that mistake and gave my intelligent advice, or even upon I was blaming myself. I say, I for just use voice note, talk this thing now. So I lost this client because I forgot the car. No, you're not address. I'll marry him, John. Copy and paste. Nevertheless, there are some other persons that I am their advisor. So if you do not understand this, you are not advising your client. You are simply advertising. So there is difference between advertising and advising. So we'll talk more about that.
If the client asks you as a professional rector, because maybe let's assume that the client knows that he owns that land for that 99 years. If the person just purposely asks you after 99 years, what happens?
You still owe the land. What you only pay is ground rent.
Okay.
That's all.
Right.
It's ground rent. That is why we say occupy it legally, so that when you pay your ground rent, it will not be much. Do you understand? Even housing properties, they collect ground rent yearly. Do you understand? They collect is not a big deal. Yeah. Yes, but ground rent is a better professional way to call it. Mmadụ gwa na onye ahụ enwego dị ana legalist. So this one I'm telling you is something you should know as a realtor. Do you understand? So we said here, property marketer versus what? So which one do you want to be? Property marketer knows the price, but a professional realtor knows the price and also understands the value, because it is from communicating the value that the price become reasonable to the client, isn't it? Isn't it? When you communicate the value, the price becomes what? Reasonable to the client, so the client will want to pay. So the person knows the location, but you do what? What gives you an understanding to the location? Activities around that location. Beautiful. The property marketer does what? What does it mean to repeat developer's claim? Let me ask you. Then you as a professional does what? Oh yeah, let me know. I've been saying this. Let me know people that are following my class. So let's go. All right. Please give her mic. Am I?
Important things.
Say it well. You're getting it, but say it well. Okay. I said this. What is the difference?
Amen.
Yeah. It's a amen. All right, let's go.
Like in my year, like the most important thing the chanimiya hineme.
All right, that's a good one. That's an aspect. Okay, give.
I think there is one of our properties here, Zitellight properties, that the developer claims that Kanwanko, I think, purchased a land within that premises.
Yeah.
So, but for this aspect, I'll have to go and verify actually if Kanwanko actually bought a land in that area.
Thank you very much. You have summarized it. Now, if a developer tells you this is this, that is why, remember when I was establishing this class, there was something I said that you should know the title. You should ask questions. What is this? What is this? Do you understand? When the developer says this, property marketer will repeat developer's claim. No, do you understand? He will always give what? Reported speech. But you as a professional realtor will verify the claim, so that when you're talking, you communicate it in your own words. Are you getting it? Do you understand? So, commission is very important, but you need to focus on stability. How do you focus on stability? In as much as commission, you're going to get commission, please do not be selfish. If you have a community of people that made that effort, sell work, uno kede ego. Ihe afọta n'eze anaghị eju afọ. Kede ego. Be okay, be malleable in that way. That will make you. I'm not saying you should be foolish, like you should allow Onyenka to. No, I'm saying you know what is right, do it. I said here, push every client to do what they buy. That is what you do. But what you do is match client to what? Properties. A client may be interested in land banking property and not interested in your 20 million property. He has the 20 million, but he's not interested in your. Or he has the 20 million, but he's not interested in one property that is 20 million. He's interested in multiple properties that is what? Just understand the client's needs and you enjoy the person. So sales excitement, you sell what? Informed confidence. Depends on script. You depend on what? Yes. So some people depend on scripts. La cram la po. But if you have knowledge, you say it freely. Do you understand? So it's just you knowing, having what? Depend on what? Knowledge. Says it is verified. Explain what was what? Verified. Oh, C of O. C of O. C of O. Can this your phone we because yeah, my don't we see your phone. So let's do this test. I says here, when your client asks, why should say it now? So what do you say? You must have an intelligent answer beyond what? Beyond what? Beyond up. I don't know why that's there. There was somebody I dealt with. So up, I was like, hey, na up because. So since that is sticked in my head. I'll be like, what is up? What apple? So you must say you must have an intelligent answer beyond the price will soon increase. So you must have intelligent answer like this is what is happening here. We have been able to do the drainage. We have been able to parcelate the land. Some persons have started building, and these activities can also facilitate price increase. When you know how to package yourself well, so that you don't sound desperate like a wooden lion. Hallelujah. All right. I'm just trying to make people enjoy the class. All right. So let's go. So we said here, site inspection. A site inspection is not what? Is not what? Say it. It's not sightseeing exercise or photo shoot. You are going there to gather evidence. You're going there to gather evidence. Before you visit, do your homework. So before you go to Hosanna Estate, just like I saw my boss explaining to us some of these properties, Abi. So before you go, you should have done your what? Homework. The property name. Do you know there are some realtors that will not know property name? So I said, There was a estate in Naga. Say, I know Hosanna Estate. It's not Huzala Estate. But Hosanna Estate. Because the person did not do his or her homework, so the person don't even know property names, and the person don't know the location. Developers and the owners what? Background. I said this thing from the ab initio. Asking price and payment plan. You should know this. Plot size and available title. You should know this. Developer status and development status and what? Infrastructure. Accessibility and nearby landmarks. You should know them. Known restrictions and intended use. What is this known restriction and intended use? Let me see. So for an estate, there is always this place is for bungalow, this place is for duplex. You're not supposed to build 3-bedroom flats here. You're supposed to do this. You should know all those things around the estate, isn't it? You understand everything like that? Okay. So you should know it. So target market and client fit. You should know the people to target and so we said here, the golden rule here is what? Never arrive a property completely. That is the what? That is the what? Say it. The golden rule of inspection is. No, say after me. The golden rule of property inspection is. Never arrive a property completely uninformed. Okay, let's paraphrase it this way. The golden rule of property inspection is I, call your name, will never or shall never arrive a property completely uninformed. So help me. All right, let's go. Yes, you don't think that. All right. So we have a 7 P's for property what? The 7 P's inspection framework. The 1 P says what? The first P says what? Position. Where exactly is it? Do not say it is in Enugu. Be what? What axis and road? What community and access route, surrounding development pattern, distance to activity center. You should know this position. That is the first P. Are we getting it? So the second P is what? What is the physical condition of this property? Land, terrain, accessibility, swampy, erosion, flood, soil condition, boundary, occupation, for developed roof structure, property condition is very important. In Enugu, we don't actually have swampy areas. In fact, Ebe swampy areas is like rock area of Lagos in Enugu, because I know Enugu. Okay? So how do you sell a land that is in a hilly place in Enugu? Physical condition. How do you sell it? How do you sell it to the audience? There are, just like we said in my previous slide, I said each person, each market, understand the market dynamics. These places are unique places that you sell to unique buyers. Do you understand? Now, for you to sell this is to tell a story around it. Tell a story, understand the location, just like you've understood Ogu now. Understand the location, tell a story around it. You can only tell story around it because it's a unique kind of what? Property. So what your selling power around it is what? Story. So you can even find somebody that is living in around that place, Ugwama. You see, what is your experience? Use the person and do content. What have been your experience living around this place? I say, before this does affair. People are funny. People buy with different funny reasons that you will be like, So, but the selling power of such a unique place is what? Storytelling. Story what? Telling. That is the unique selling point of that place. So it's different from selling a land that is just normal, that has a normal topography. You can still tell story, but that one you need to double up on effort. Do you understand it? So proximity. What is around it? What is around it? Examine the surrounding drive, major road, transport corridors, schools, hospital, market, commercial, and industrial hub. A landmark is only a value drive if it is directly directly affects what? Demand. Just like Nike Lake Resort Hotel is a very good landmark. If this landmarks man may help us remain at Nike Lake, that's Ozana Estate. Why? Because some persons will go and rent service apartments there, and come to have tourist experience in Nike landmark. Do you understand? Because it's just about 10 minutes drive there, or even less. Because if they dualize this road, you see that is less. Okay? And have beautiful experience. So with the speculation, they are saying if they can go to the less fast so that we can finish up. So we said what? Development and documentation. Snap. You should know these ones now. I've talked about documentation. You will know all these documentations, Abi. Amen. You will know it. Which one don't you know, so that I can just throw more light? Governor's consent is what you get when you get your deeds of assignment. You go and get what? Governor's consent. That is where you now register the property in your name. Or banana for the true. Or deeds of assignment. The government will know that you're there. It's not governor that will sign it. It's from office of the governor that they will just sign it. But it's a legal document that, let me say, it is a way to perfect your title document. Especially in this our corrupt. Yes. Power of attorney shows more of the whole frame of how that property was acquired. Why deeds of assignment transfers ownership. Power of attorney gives you the whole jargon you need to know about that property. And yes, do you understand? Are you getting it? Power of attorney is where they will tell you exactly. Papa onya nyere ya onya oshite ebe a ani ọkwa n'iru ndị a ka eshinye no power ọ n'iru ndị a anọ ndị a bụ ndị ezinụlọ onye isi ezinụlọ abịara aka n'ọkwa sekretary ezinụlọ abịara aka n'ọkwa onye nke abịara they have in local government there are people called the power of attorney people that they yes, in community, yes. They are answerable to the local government because they constitute it and they take it to them, then they take it to the local government. And now the state governments notarize it. Do you understand it? So people that create the power of attorney are the locals. The locals are the power of attorney. The locals are the power of attorney. And that is where you see the history. So sometimes, most times in this of assignments, if the property has passed from this person, they will also tell you that it has passed from 2 hands to you in a proper deed of assignment. That is where most times, if you see, in Enugu, I don't even know why they are giving people power of attorney. They should stop. It is power of attorney should be a parent document, but we give it anyways. We give it. So what if somebody buy, what the person should have is this, and the person goes to get this. So the person should have this, gets this, and the person should have this, because this is the thing that shows him the breadth and width of what he's buying. And it is important to know that survey plan comes in 2 types. Okay? Okonoma. Onoma. Second. Okay, people don't know. Okay, survey plan comes in 2 types. This one is called provisional survey plan, and the other one is called registered survey plan. The registered survey plan is the one that they get the beacon numbers, from the ministry. The survey general knows about that one. Do you understand? So, and that one is more authentic. Provisional survey plan is just showing you. It's not. It will show you the distance, but it will not. The beacon numbers will not be there. And you know the beacon numbers, from the way they have consigned it, is each surveyor. They do 50-50 now. Let me not go into that one so that it will not scatter what I've been teaching. So the point is that is the registered surveyor that gets the beacon number from the state. That's all. So.
This deed of assignment, is it the same thing with
yes, all of them are deeds, but now deeds of lease in contents, you should read through to know what is inside. But deed is transfer of ownership. But deeds of lease in contents, you should now read to understand if they are giving you to stay there for 22 years instead of the normal years you're supposed to be there. There are some deeds of lease that comes from leasing a property. There are still deeds of lease that comes from buying a property. And there is something called deeds of sublease also. All of the deeds is transferred. This is transferred. This is just know that this thing is what. So it now depends on Nkata that is around that property that will now make it to become a deed of lease that stays for 10 years, 5 years. Because what we know is that you should know this so that you can stand as an authority. A deed of lease that is leasing people to stay in a particular place should start from 5 years. It's a good one to start from 5 years. Though some of these guys are now reducing it to 2 years, 3 years, because they know it's a rag. Constitutionally, it should be from 5 years. Yes. So allocation paper is a very strong document. You know that. Let me put it. Enugu State Government allocation paper is just almost like a C of O. It's very strong. If you buy from housing and they give you allocation paper, you're good. You're good. Yes. Na ndị housing bịa si na ha chọrọ use ebe ahụ rụọ ihe ọzọ, they will carry you with the allocation paper and go and locate you in another place. Enugu State housing allocation paper is strong, very strong. Are you getting me? Very strong. So that is why if you're selling, are we selling any Enugu? Okay, like this blossom now. It's Enugu State um, allocation paper. I think Transit is also Enugu State. Where? So most of this, most of them. So if you're selling for, if your client is buying Enugu State government property, make sure they give him allocation paper. It may not be in his name, he may be the second person, but shall may hold waiting allocation paper. You understand, okay? So Excision, Gazette, you can browse that one. Building plan is very important before building so that capital authority will not come and demolish it. Advise your client that they should know that. Huh? Who issued the building plan? The capital authority. You go there with your, if you want to build, you go there with your architect's sketch of your, then they will now approve of building plan as well. Okay, yeah? If you go there, they will tell you how at some places originally what the capital territory should come and do first, even before approving, is to do environmental check. So environmental check is the hazardous impact of that building or what you want to build in that place to the people living around there. That is where they will now approve. Filling stations, and do you understand it? Are you getting it?
My question is, if I tell a client that this land is registered to survey, so I'm aware that the government
Any registered property, after being transferred to the fresh owner, should go get a governor's consent. Yes, you go get a governor's. That is where you perfect your title as the new owner. So title verification. Do not say what you haven't understood. Great danger in real estate. Confusing physical possession to legal ownership. Confusing what? Legal what? Do you know that this building can be brought down if the person that built this building is not the legal owner, that they had the right papers? Eh? Yes. That is why governor's consent is very important to women. The person that has the upper hand is somebody who has consented from the government. The government has notarized that they know that this person is occupying that land. So if you take that person to court, the person presents the governor's consent. The governor gave a consent for staying here for 99 years. You're doing nothing. The person wins the case. If you have a building there, the person removes the building. You understand? Have you seen it happen? Have you seen it happen?
Think about somebody who does not mean a legal one.
Sometimes negligence, fraud can also cause that. Fraud can also cause that. You even paid for that land, but because you did not do the necessary things you're supposed to do to possess the land, you didn't, and you know everything working on. So sometimes when you advise clients, go for governor's consent, perfect your title, they think it's a joke. Sometimes when you tell clients, oh, I'll do a fence around that place so that they think it's a joke. So assuming land occupants prove legal title, don't assume that. That is why you must ask. So assuming a present paper means the title is valid. Have you heard it? Have you seen it now? Assuming that the present paper means the title is what? Valid. It is only in the ministry that you verified if the title is what? Valid. Skipping due diligence because of doc look. Registered. The document seems registered. Don't do that. So we said here, a realtor's rule. Say what? Say it to yourself. Wala, 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 wala. Let's say it's one to go.
You don't have to become a lawyer. Don't get to impose one. Like 5 questions requiring legal steps.
So how many of us have lawyer friends? Beautiful. Go and get lawyer friend. Go and get surveyor's friend. Go and get a surveyor friend. If you're serious with the business, get a lawyer friend. These are the two people that you need that will help you in your real estate career. So critical verification question, who is the registered owner and what is the root title? Do not be afraid to ask of the root title of a property you're marketing. If the person cannot provide a root title, dust your shoes and leave that commission. If not, to hook your neck. Does the survey correspond strictly with the physical what? Allocation? Some survey may come in square form. Then if they want to now allocate, they will allocate in hexagonal form. Now lie now. Are there encumbrances, dispute, and government what? Acquisition? So why is it important to know government acquisition is that so you do not lose your property. How do you know government has acquired a place? A surveyor will know. That is why you need a surveyor. So we said here, there are development restriction affecting, so you should know if there are development restriction affecting that what? That location. That location, you should know. Then, is the seller legally authorized to convert the title? Is the seller legally authorized to do what? Convert the title? Has an official search been conducted at the what? Registry? Where is the registry? Yes, Ministry of. How many of us know Ministry of Land? How many of us know NGs? How many of us know NGs? NGs at Ebano. You should know NGs. You should know Ministry of Land. Ministry of Land, it's close to State CID up here. Then NGs is Ebano. So this place, you should be your Bioteba. The former Cosmo FM building, Ebano Accord. So you should know these places. It will help you. So the golden rule is never allow your confidence to exceed your words. Say it now. I'm very well. Not be so. So evaluating locations like a what? So I'm going to say this. My final teaching. The new standard for what? For realtors. The future belongs to realtors who can do what? Not just do what? Realtors are becoming more what? And more what? That was why I was asking you if you have Facebook, do you have Instagram, do you have LinkedIn, do you have TikTok? How many of us are on YouTube here? You're on YouTube. You're on YouTube. Hey, it's like I know you. Do I know you? Have you been to SRG before? Have you been to SRG before? Maybe. Do you know SRG? Okay. Your face is also familiar.
Although I have a YouTube channel.
Have a YouTube channel. Beautiful. That is it. So any realtors are becoming sophisticated. So find a way. If you don't know how to do Facebook, tell somebody to teach you. They teach you 1 month, you start learning it. If you cannot do it, be more sophisticated in doing offline marketing. That's anywhere you go, people will say, Onya and Anna. Clients are becoming more sophisticated and technology was informed. So as a realtor, carry this thing, turn it upside down, like turn it.
Clients are becoming more.
No, that is not nice. Say, as a realtor, I will become more sophisticated to meet the client. So as a realtor, you have to become more sophisticated to match the energy of the client that is also what? Sophisticated. It's not when you're going to see a client, the person doesn't want to associate with you. You're selling property and you cannot buy simple cologne to wear and smell nice. It doesn't make sense now. Look Look at how that is dressed smartly. If somebody approach you, the person will want to listen. If you approach somebody, the person want to, isn't it? Yeah. You wear a do, mama, and you're telling somebody of a property of 20 million naira. Are you not a thief? Is it not making sense? Clients are becoming more sophisticated and more technology informed. You'll be talking to a client about the coordinate of a place. The clients have already put Google map, bam, in a rubber name to do. So understand property, expect differently, evaluate differently, advise differently. Client trusts what? Differently. And you also do what? Knowledge standard. Knowledge standard. Do not aspire to be the realtor with the most listing. Aspire to be the realtor with the most reliable. And we say here, advisory standard. Be the person who knows which property is right for which client and can explain why that is property worth intelligence. So practical class. So as I was thinking, I would divide you to analyze. These are the things I've taught you people now. So I would have wanted to have a. So, but let me say this final question to ask. Okay, would you personally recommend this property to a client? This what I wanted to use this thing. My plans was to use your property to do it, but maybe I will do it next time I come to class. Next time I come, remind me. We'll do it. Yeah. So will you like to be in my class next time?
Yes.
Did you gain value?
Yes.
Did you gain value?
Yes.
No. Did you gain value?
Yes.
I want to hear you affirm it. Did you gain value?
Yes.
Some person did not gain value. Mommy, you did not gain value. You're not saying anything. Yeah? You know, this thing took me a week to arrange this thing. So I just want to understand. So, is there anything you want to talk about that is your issue in marketing? Let's. Is there anything? Is there something you'll be finding somehow difficult that's with a client? Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, the document for anybody.
The most important document that person is supposed
All documents are important depending on the disposition and depending on the person that has the legal right to pass the document. Do you understand? But the first thing somebody that is buying land should have is a deed of assignment, at least for Enugu. A deed of assignment, a receipt of payment. Did you hear me? Yes. Receipt of payment is also important. It is not a document, but it is also important. Did you hear me? So that receipt of payment trace where that money entered. In case of any arising issue. So, but the first thing, the person should know that when you buy a property, you're supposed to be issued document, a deeds of assignment, deeds of sublease, deeds of assignment, deeds of conveyance, deeds of a deed of assignment. That is it. So, but majorly, what we consider as a very high document is the C of O. That is what majority of us consider as a very high document, as a C of O. But the person they should transfer the ownership legally with a deed of assignment. Do you understand?
Yes.
So, anyone? All right.
What of the government approved
Government-
in real estate?
Government-
Anybody that buys some land from real estate, does that person has a government approved?
Anybody that buys land from a real estate company,
Yes.
if the person has government approved,
Yes.
government approval. I'm trying to understand your question. Don't worry. Let me get it right. So now, what you should know is that before your client buys, your client should conduct what is called due diligence. That is where your client will know if that person that is selling, that real estate company that is selling, if the government actually approved that they should sell that place. You understand it now?
Yes, sir.
The talk of C of R being the highest. I think the governor's consent. See, land has
what's it called? The C of O still stands as the mother supreme document. Do you understand? Because a property that has a C of O will still also get a governor's consent per person, because governor's consent is per person. A C of O can become per person and a C of O can become global. Do you understand it? But governor's consent is never group, it is per person. Okay.
What Like there are some places that they usually issue general certificate of occupancy of O. Then is it the same thing with somebody that acquired maybe individual CFO?
No, it's not the same thing. Governors from governors' consent, if you can even acquire to process your own personalized CFO. Yes, you can do it. All right.
So with reference to what
So, Makwame, let me also chip in something to you. Now, please, realtors, get this thing clearly. When we hear some developers in there, some fraudulent developers in there, Now, if this designated area is area for C of O, then they will now go and buy somewhere here and buy a phase 2, and they will still be telling you that that place has C of O. That is where you need to do due diligence. Are you hearing me? You need it. See, phase 2 will C of O. Ashi. Doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. So but due diligence is what's important. That is where everything will be spelled out to you if this place also has the same C of O with this one. Do you understand? They should provide the C of O so that you can go for search if they say it has it. You have the right to ask for it if you're a realtor. Okay,
sorry, sir. I once had I think a surveyor, no, a real estate manager, somebody who studied real estate. She said that it is more advisable to buy a land that belongs to the community than the government. And from what you told us here, Benicio, that all lands, according to Land Use Act, all land belongs to government. How will I be able to identify a land that is owned by the government and a land that is owned by the community, and which is more advisable to buy?
first of all, your process of acquisition matters, whether be it from the community or from the government. Your process of acquisition is the first thing. Did you acquire through a fraudulent route, or do you acquire through a sequential legal route? Are you understanding me? Now, why that person is saying that, what's it called? The community, buying from the community, is it has two coin. Buying from the community than buying from the government.
Yeah, that the government can take it anytime they want.
The person is using Ihakuziri and real estate 201. Now, not what is in practical use. Land acquired from the government that has government allocation paper emphasized on it is good if they can allocate it. She's just trying to tell you the disadvantage of buying from the government, because they can tell you now they over gave people allocation paper in this location. They will not transfer them to another place. Government in MAN. So that is just it. Do you understand? Any other question? Any other question?
You talked about the corruption element.
Corruption element is the property. Corruption element is the thing that make property to be overpriced. About 2 billion. How many of Nigerians has gotten 2 billion? But because there is corruption element, there are still people that will smuggle the money and buy the property for 2 billion, which is not supposed to be so. That is where overhyping comes in, overpricing comes in real estate, which is a very good factor for us that are doing the business. Say amen. Amen. All right. How many of us knows that real estate is spiritual? The land does not want you to sell it. How many of us know? So that is when you go for inspection, speak upon the land you're stepping. I'm a very strong believer in the word of Jesus Christ, and I understand the power in the name of Jesus. I don't know what you do. I'm telling you what I do. Emphasize your authority if you speak. If you want to sell a property, emphasize your authority over that land so that it can answer you, especially if you know the land is genuine. Emphasize your authority over that land. Speak over it. Speak over it. So go to the last part. Let me tell them thank you. So thank you and see you. See you.